Thank you very much for joining me. We are looking at fiscal week 6, which is the very first week of February, and we're going to jump right into it. So, from the business mentality, we have people still in the New Year resolution mindset, which means they are feeling motivated to make changes with the new year, which can lead to interest in new jobs. So great opportunity for potential new employees, but also for losing staff. So what positive actions are you guys taking, your business, as a leader? What positive actions are you doing to help reduce the attrition? So food for thought, because we're still in February. Well, we just started February, and that's going to be something that you're going to need to pay attention to. Valentine's Day is Friday. So all available products in relation to this need to be listed and displayed. Personal story here. I went to 3 different stores looking for what I wanted for Valentine's Day candy and boxes for my children. And it was finally the 3rd store that actually had something. So 2 other stores, big name stores, these aren't just small independent companies, lost at least myself as a customer, but you know, what does that relate to how many customers potentially were lost for people willing to go to another store to look for things? So bear that in mind. There shouldn't be a shortage on anything, as all the surplus can be sold afterward at cost to employees at discount or gifted to support a happier workplace. Back to the attrition thing. President's Day weekend is this weekend, and the advertising should already be published on websites, storefronts, and broadcasted on the appropriate platforms. Also, all appropriate inventory should be available with warehouse information up to date in case of customers having to order due to high demand, which is great. If you sell so much that you don't have it in store, awesome, because as long as you have it available that they can have it shipped to them or shipped to your store and picked up. Speaking of shipping and handling, we're going to go to the USPS website, which the URL is in the description of this video. But we are having heavy snow, freezing rain, icy conditions, and severe weather events from the Midwest through the Northeast U.S. Go to the website to look at all the states, because I don't want to list everything. It's a lot. This may impact the processing, transportation, and delivery of mail and packages. Please allow additional time for final delivery of your item. So keep that in mind with the shipping and handling. Even with Valentine's Day, the President's Sale, everything else, we're going to have some delays. Alright, so we're going to move on to the random stuff, which is fun. I have almost perfected how we're doing this. So, start off with a D20. Alright, I'm just going to roll it right here. We're going to show it on screen as a 12. Did I center that? Nope. Right there. It's 12. I'm going to try to zoom in on that. We'll see what I can do with the video editing. But it's 12. High average. High above average. So if it's something that's a normal average thing that is accomplished, yeah, look into the positive. Don't try anything too risky with that in mind, with the D20, which is completely random. Everything I say and do with this is random, so use your discretion in that regard. Alright, moving on to the tarets. I am going to do the very, very slow card shuffle, pile shuffle, call it what it is, because my shuffling is not good in regards to this. So, bear with me. I'm going to speed up the video for this process. Alrighty, here we go. Oop. Right here. You can see it. There's the cards. Pick it off the top. This is my card. And what do we have? It is 4 of intelligence. So, intelligence is within the D&D realm. We actually swapped that out for swords, surprisingly. If you actually don't know why, you'll have to figure that out yourself. No, I'm just kidding. The intelligence actually has to do, with intelligence, and that's actually part of what the swords is for. So, 4 of swords. Four of Swords. This image depicts the effigy of a knight resting over his tomb. Although it seems threatening as 3 swords are hanging over him and a 4th is fixed to his tomb, it denotes a much-needed rest after a long and tiring struggle. It indicates healing, resting, and convalescence to gather energy and recharge. The 3 hanging swords over him are not touching him, perhaps indicating that he is too worried about the need to fight, but the 4th sword underneath him indicates that it is time component is but the 4th sword underneath him indicates that it is time. That it's, I think we have a typo in my book, that its time component is missing, an understanding of the situation's wisdom. The card represents a call to take a fresh look at life and examine the current circumstances. So upright, boredom. Oh no, we don't want boredom on this video. That's not the goal here. We're trying to make these exciting and fun somehow. So, boredom. Reevaluating emotional affairs or connections. Indulging in an emotional state and ignoring present opportunities. That goes a little bit against the 12. It's like, ooh, let's not go for those opportunities. Okay, that's all done. Fix that. So, for the individual mindset, if we're looking at the hiring universe, companies are typically more available with their budget at the beginning of the year for new hires, so lots of opportunities for a new career. By starting a new career, you are restarting your seniority. And by starting in February, there may already be new employees that started before you. Try to find new roles in which hiring started in February and were not previously listed in January. So those are my notes, but to break that down a little bit, yes, a lot of people are a lot of new businesses are hiring, which gives you plenty of opportunity to look if you're not happy in your current situation. But if the role that you're looking at is something that's been listed in January, say it's a role and they're looking for 20 employees, they're trying to fill 20 seats with that role. If it was open since January and you're now going into it in February, bear in mind that there is going to be individuals with higher seniority should overhiring or some other situation occur, and potentially you'd be one of the first ones out if the company did not do good this year. So keep that in mind with that, with going into a new business, and you do lose your seniority. I always find there's a lot of videos I've seen on YouTube. They're always like, yeah, go diagonal, keep job hunting to different companies, stuff like that. That loss of seniority really can impact you. It doesn't look like that on the paycheck all the time, but if you've been accruing benefit time, vacation time, things like that you restart when you go to a new company. So make sure you've got the right mindset when you are going into a new career field, that you do not just looking at the number. Look at the job itself, the business that's hiring, and bear in mind your loss of seniority when you go into it. And then on the FDA website, and the link is below in the description, there are 2 food recalls that happened this last week, so let's keep those in mind. So I'm going to list very short descriptions of this, but if it sounds like something that's in your kitchen, go to the website and double check. So from the Turkana Food Inc., they are recalling the Aleppo tahini sesame pasta, 1 pound, because of possible health risk. So I need to shorten my notes. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a lot of words on this. I like to talk to you and not just read off of my notes, and so that's kind of frustrating. Anyway, it was recalled because there's a potential of salmonella contamination, which can have fatal infections for young children, frail elderly people, individuals with weakened immune systems. So it's for lot 120824-01. The UPS label is 854-643-003-054 on the jar. I will have a picture listed here. Haha, just kidding. I will have a picture listed up here. If this looks familiar to you, if this is something you need to check out, go to the website and check what you have. If you do have this product, you can return it for a full refund. That's important. Next product, Jack and the Green Sprouts recalls expired alfalfa sprouts because of possible health risk. So there is contamination with Listeria mono. I am not science. I don't know what this word is. But there is a possible contamination on expired sprouts. So, again, harmful for young children, frail or elderly, and individuals with weakened immune systems. So, although healthy individuals may suffer only short-term symptoms such as fever, headache, stiffness, nausea, if that's on the list of potential options that you may have, don't. Just don't. There's no benefits to this. So it was in a 5-ounce clear plastic package marked with lot 687. The UPC is 76324719891 on the top. This is expired anyway, so the company is just urging you to discard it. It's expired. So this is actually one of the times you really should take a look at the expiration dates on that. So again, if that does seem like something that you have, you can check on the website, again listed in the comments below. Moving on, I don't know how to comfortably transition this. This is the downside of our country. Let's do better as a country. Figure it out, government. We pay you the big bucks. So our U.S. national debt is $36,462,993,000,000. I rounded, obviously. I'm not going into the thousands and everything else, because that number keeps going up too quick for me to even bother. There is a link in the description. I don't know when this link started. It wasn't in existence, in my opinion, like 6 months ago. I've never heard of it, but the U.S. debt clock is fantastic. And unless you like happy thoughts and not looking at our debt as a country. But with our U.S. population at 340,061,488, that means our debt per citizen is $107,162. So, congratulations. If you were born in America, you were born with $107,000 worth of debt as part of our country's total capital. And that's all I have. We're going to leave it on a bad note. I don't like that. We're going to have to mix up the order that I have these things, but we'll leave that up to the idea guys behind the scenes. Just kidding. That's all me. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I will try to be doing this on a better time frame. Like, I want to do the recording on a Sunday night, but we'll figure that out. Thank you very much.